cam before you get copyright struck. But here you go.
Hey, we're live, baby.
Oh. Is it too late to say Happy New Year?
I don't think so. This is the first time we've seen each
Happy
other.
New Year, mate. Yeah, Happy New Year. You're the last person I'm doing it to, though, because I reckon it's like a week. You can see some Christmas decorations down there. That counts as being put away, everyone. On the shelf.
Today, I think I had somebody who it was the first time I saw them. So they were like,
I'll tell you what. I'm sorry to stop, but stop. I'm going to have to move this camera mounting. It's on the table. If I kick it every time, it's going to wobble the fuck out of everything.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Sorry, mate. 2 secs.
No, that's great.
False start. Because every time I lean back, if it's not on something else, it's the whole fucking rig wobbles. So, sorry.
No, you're good. Okay, so there's no point in posting on TikTok because it's gone now.
Is it gone? Sorry.
Requested to follow you on. Wait a minute, what the fuck is that?
Restart it. My fault. My bad.
No, you're completely fine, my friend.
Because I think it'd be worth it. Just absolutely do our nutting if every time I move, the entire fucking camera shakes. How's that? It's tracking me. That's cool. Right. Sorry about that, pal.
No, you're great. Seems unlocked.
New bearers. New bearers.
Yeah. Basically, America is claiming that TikTok is dangerous and it provides China with information, which China, which is the only reason why they can think that is because they're doing that shit.
They didn't fucking do it themselves, yeah.
Exactly. And like, that's how you know that it's like, well, if we're doing it, of course China's doing it, so we can't let them do it. And they're trying to force the company to either sell to an American company.
Imagine.
And they were just TikTok was like, no, we'll just not be in America. That's fine.
I don't know. It's just all some fucking bullshit, isn't it? So does this all go live on TikTok then? What are you doing?
No, I was just in general. I was because I just got done doing a match preview with Danny from a Salford City podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was posting about that in our watch along tomorrow that we're doing.
Cool.
And I was like, I post on all the socials. And so I was like, hey, let me post on TikTok. Actually, there's no reason for me to post on TikTok. Why?
Ain't no reason.
Yeah.
Ain't no reason. Are we going? We on?
Yeah, we're good. We're
Hey, everyone. Happy New Year.
Hey, everybody.
Sorry.
I'm CrunkChocolate. I'm here with my good friend Matty, our OPO, if you are nasty.
OPO.
And,
yo.
And please, if you're watching, rate, review, like, subscribe, all those things that I don't think I've ever asked on this podcast.
just for him though. Don't bother with me.
Yes. Well, I mean, there's nowhere to follow him or anything. Like I don't even. Yeah. He does not exist.
I don't. Other people's opinions only here.
How's
doing good, mate? Go. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna ask how's the year been
so far? What have I done so far? It's been all right. I've been angry. We'll come on to that later because it's
that's on brand.
Child access based. So you don't want to hear a man complaining about his divorce right at the start of a fucking podcast. But it might come. I'm not saying that it's not in here because I had a lovely first half of the holidays. We saw Sigourney Weaver in The Tempest at Lovely Theatre in London. Yeah, massively fucking underwhelming. Underwhelming. We see some theatre, no presents, like celebrity lisp, he says with his celebrity lisp. You know, and just I kept reminding myself, it's fucking Ripley. That's Ripley. Ripley from Aliens over there, and you're fucking falling asleep halfway through this. Disappointing. Didn't really do much. Just hit the gym. I'm looking ill. I am nearly 11 stone, and I should be about 12 and a half. And I'm, looking like I'm at the end of my journey at the moment. So I'm trying to eat. Not a problem most people have during the Christmas holiday, but that's just the way it goes.
That's how you get proper gains. You got to eat, my guy.
I can't do it. I get to a point. I was trying to put some weight on. So we're pretty fit. We go to the gym a lot, and I'm fairly slim. Always played football. So in my footballing weight, I was about 10 and a half stone wet through. Nothing up top, decent sized legs, and I could fucking shift. And that's ideal. So I struggle to get to an upper body heavy weight. And I've tried to build a couple of times, and it just makes me fucking ill. I just can't process all the food. You know, any sort of supplements or anything that I take, it clogs me up and I get GERD. Has anybody ever had GERD? But raise your hands if you ever had GERD. Do you know what it is?
I don't think
it's basically your body stops processing food and you can just taste sulfur. Oh. So you'll burp, or I'll burp and I'll leave the room and I'll walk back in and you can smell it again. Oh, Jesus Christ, sounds like a sewage plant. So I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. And it's not a great thing. So at the moment, trying to eat well, get bigger, and just enjoy life. Just enjoy life.
I love that.
Went to the Silk Roads exhibition at the British Museum. Anybody ever been to the British Museum? It's full of things that aren't British. And there was a nice exhibition on about the Silk Roads. But unfortunately, we went and it was full of other people. So we're going to go back to a private viewing because we are members there.
Oh,
and these are all things that my good friend Crunk can experience when he makes his trip.
I'm super excited.
Over to the UK.
And it's funny because, well, this part isn't funny. I've had just like such a shit, like, other than the pod and the pod growing and things like that. But like personally, I've had a lot of very bad, weird things happen before beautiful things happen. And so once I found out that this was happening, I don't think I told really anybody for like 48 hours because I was just kind of waiting for the ball to drop. And then it didn't. And a friend of mine even was like, hey, bro, like, I know why you're being quiet about this, but you really should be like telling the world. And I haven't done all that quite yet. Like even one of my show bros tried to bring it up last night during our lit stream. And I like dubbed it. I was just like, yeah, but once we got off, that's when I told my other show bros about it and we could laugh.
Nice.
But I've reached out to so many people over there that I've like worked with. I've had them on the pod. I have got a good relations with. So I want to just spend it networking, meeting, experiencing. I want to go to as many matches that I can. Doesn't matter what league. I want to go to a proper 4th, 5th tier match. I want to go to a non. I want to do all.
I know a chairman of a non-league team. So we can discuss that after.
Yes, facts. Okay, good. And then naturally, growing up playing rugby, I want to go see a real rugby match. I want to go to a pub and get pissed drunk. I want to do all of the like stereotypical things.
Nice.
I've been invited to Manchester City, their studio, and potentially get something going on. And same thing with the Premier League studio in London. They told me that I'm there, like, please hit them up and they'll get me on a show or figure something out, which I've been on their show. I've worked with them a few times and I've built a relationship with a couple of their producers. So to get that invite on both Man City and for the Premier League, it means a lot. And I spent our first year trying to make friends with people that never wanted to be friends with us. So then I kind of made that I accepted that and then just started building with all these other people, which thankfully got us into this situation and circumstances that we have gotten to now. And I just plan on, just smiling, shaking hands, kissing babies, smashing pints, and basically everybody else who try to ignore us. You ain't gonna be able to do that now because I'm gonna be smiling with all your fame.
How many pints do you reckon you can put away, mate?
Well, I'm actually doing a dry January at the moment, so I'm gonna have to get back into drinking shape.
Well, as soon as I found out, I immediately thought I'm gonna have to have a beer with the man, but I don't drink, so I'm afraid that thought evaporated. I went, I don't fucking drink, so I'm gonna have to be your designated driver, buddy.
Oh, hey, and that will be key. That'll be needed, especially because I won't know where anything is.
No, well, like I said, if you don't knock on my door and you don't stay here, I'm gonna be absolutely fucking mortified. So we'll have to sort that out.
Oh no, that's you're very much
that happening.
It's happening. This is happening. Yeah.
Cool. That's good. That's good. Well, we can show you around the big smoke, and then we can shuttle you up the country, and we can make sure you've got everything you need in your hand, and make sure you're door to door and all that sort of stuff. We'll roll out the red carpet, and I'm really fucking excited about it. It's tragic. Where are you staying? Do you know where you're staying? Do we need to arrange some apartment or something like that? Or
my first 2 days are covered, and then after that, I gotta figure out how type of vibes. So, I have some friends in Manchester. I'm gonna hit them up first and see what they can do. One, like I'm talking about it here on the pod and everything. I plan on making like a big like post announcement, and we've been slowly working on our blog site, so I'm gonna use that and naturally make all the daily vlogs about my experience and stuff. So really trying to pivot it to really get some fresh eyes and ears onto us.
Busman's holiday, mate. You're gonna be working. It's not gonna be that much fun.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be fun. I trust me. If there's anything I will do, is I find a way to have fun. And so all I'm gonna do is what I want to do, and I'm just gonna record myself on occasion. So that's it. It's not gonna be.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
I've already got the bar crawl through Manchester planned.
Let's go. I'm so excited. I've hit everybody up, and I'm like, hey, if I can see you, that'd be great. If I can't see you, literally no problem. I've never met you before. So I can't be upset.
So be it. Well, I'm up on the 8th anyway, so I will I will dip back up into the north twice that month or next month. It's just around the corner.
It's just around the corner.
It's so exciting.
Yeah.
So exciting. So how did you get it? Tell me about it.
FanFest. Shout out to them. They are working. They had elevated. It's basically a streaming site very similar to YouTube. It's like in its infancy. And they are doing lots of giveaways and things like that. Right. But for the festive fiction, they were giving away a trip to see your team play. And basically, it's still so new. I think they only have 200 and something subscribers. It was basically me going against their other big people who use it is PSG. Like the PSG official supporters group is on it. So it was basically me battling PSG fans. And I won. And I was waiting for them to message me and be like, hey, do you want to do it? And then they did. They finally messaged me and they're like, hey, when do you want to do this? Just let us know the match. We'll get it figured out. And yeah, so it's just been super exciting.
Cool. Are you flying? Do you know?
No, I don't know any of that stuff. They're going to let me know in a moment.
Right.
Sometime next week. Yeah. But yeah, as long
as a cardboard box with some holes in it.
Hopefully not. But if they do,
cargo line.
As long as I make it there, I don't care.
Drop you over the Irish Sea. We'll send some Scousers out in a rib for you. We'll get you. Don't you worry about it.
I'm out in my city gear and land in Liverpool. Oh my god!
I thought you were playing Scousers out. Could you not get the Scouse game?
They're later in the week, and I wanted to go see that match, but if I time it, like I might just reach out to people and see if I can get a ticket on my own because City women go on break. Basically, the last game is that Liverpool game right after the men's, and then they don't play again until March. So if I chose the Liverpool game, I would have got there late and missed it. I actually am in a little bit of trouble because I should be here with somebody on February 14th, but I will be in the air flying. So
you're not getting this one?
Well, just my partner. She it was funny.
I know you. Are they not giving you a guest? There's no guest ticket. It's just you.
Yeah, no, it's just me. Yeah.
It's pricey though, isn't it? Excuse me.
Oh no, it's fine. And, Liquid Death. I love that shit.
We're on a podcast, aren't we? So
yeah, it's just
gotta bring it all in.
I'm
be good.
Yeah, I'm thrilled. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
And that's all I've been kind of really focused on. Been really working on. Half the reason why I'm doing the dry January is I'm not
some money like every other fucker.
Like every other fucker. I used to hate people who would do this, but now I'm that person. And the reason why, because I'm not even a big drinker anyway, and it's mainly just because like during our lit stream on Thursday night, I'll drink because it's the lit stream, and And usually once we get done, I download and I try to make some clips and get it uploaded real quick. But if I'm drinking, I don't even have to twist my own arm. I'm just like, I'll do it in the morning. But then I wake up and I don't feel 100% because I was drinking the night before. So then I'll do it afterward. And it just, everything gets pushed and I just become way more stressed. And then the self-hating comes. So I'm just I'm trying to figure out ways. I'm trying to just figure out ways to avoid going into that shame spiral. So that's what that is.
That's why I don't drink, mate. That's why I don't drink. I had my fun. It was great. It's a wonderful time. But imagine how productive you can be if you don't just ruin yourself. And in this country, you will find out, right, what ruining yourself is about, because it is a drinking culture over here.
It is. Yeah.
And it is not just like a couple of beers. And I know you guys like a bar and everything like that, but fucking hell, Manchester is a party town. It is. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It is a cultural theme park. They get bussed in by literally the coach load. And you see these smiley little bastards with their wheelie fucking suitcases tripping along to their moderately to low priced hotels to go and get absolutely fucking ruined around the streets of Manchester. And you see them the next day.
Is that me?
Network has not been great. Is that me or is that you? That's probably, could be me. Could be me. Could be me. It's probably the government. They're probably monitoring this already. They're not keen on immigration over here at the moment. Certainly not if you come across in a boat. So we have 50, right? So we had 1.25 mil, right? Immigration last year. There's 40,000 people coming across on ribs, on little boats and stuff like that. And we're all banging on about that. Not the problem. Not the problem, is it? Of 1.2 mil. It's just not a fucking issue. That's my point.
No, I like it.
This country is fucked at the moment. So it'll be nice to get somebody over it, brighten it the fuck up. It's post-Christmas. Everybody's banging on about grooming gangs left, right, and center. I'm fucking sick to the back fucking teeth of it.
Elon's getting into that conversation as well.
Oh, mate, it's a true thing. Let's not fucking bullshit about it. It's a true thing, and it needs dealing with. But we could all do with speaking about different things. We don't rape. Hey, rape's wrong. Stop doing it. Yeah, stop doing it, everybody. We got a general vibe of be nice to people. It's not cool, but it's just all going so fucking tits up. The budget is shit. It's fucked all the small businesses. The interest rates are going up. The banks are selling all the bonds back to people, so they push the interest rates up. So everything's just getting fucking stupid expensive. We're talking about moving to Dubai. We're just fucking fed up of it.
Oh wow!
Honestly, fed the fuck up a bit, and we can. So we might. I'm not saying we are, but we might. It's a consideration, right?
Wow.
So you flying into Manchester?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cool. Nice. Who's picking you up?
All those things. I got to figure out.
Right, we'll sort that fuck out.
Once I get the plane ticket confirmations and when I'm going to be landing, that's when I will start
itinerary.
Stuff all out there.
So what time what day did you say it was?
I believe 14th and 15th is the hotel days.
And what day is that day of the week?
February. Hold on 1 second. It is Friday and Saturday. So I'll arrive Friday.
Ooh, nice. All right. Okay. Not promising anything. Not promising anything, but I might head up for the weekend for you and see you.
That'd be great. I'm
you never know. Give you a chaperone.
I mean, honestly, probably, because I'm gonna play well and I'm gonna mean the best, but I'm also not gonna just take some bullshit because I'm an American in this weird area.
Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I'm not actually very worried at all. Actually,
I'm coming to your place, not your place, but I'm coming over to the States, and I'm as we've established previously, I'm an American citizen. Hi. And I'm not looking forward to it. I'm kind of like a bit concerned. I travel well, but I don't, it's a bit fucking gung-toty, and I've got to do a lot of driving.
It's wild right now. Yeah. It's West at the moment. You're not wrong.
And I'm not quite heading to the Wild West, but we're going to Arizona, so hopefully it should be all right. I don't think it's too bad in Arizona. I think it's just desert and mental people on meth in it. I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, for the most part, Arizona is actually pretty chill. I mean, it's a red state. It's always been a red state, so it's not really there's not like a crazy fluctuation. Like the people
cool.
or the people are there. Yeah. So yeah, you should be fine. You should have a great time, honestly.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, my man. So my football team played well the other week. We'll do a bit of football. Fucking hell. I didn't watch any.
I watched the match against Liverpool. It was a good watch. They played decent, and there were moments where you actually thought they might win, but Liverpool.
Barry Squire over the bar last minute.
I know.
You do.
I mean, like Maguire having a chance, the goal from the Butcher, I never saw that coming.
Oh, like fucking drilled it in, didn't he? Good old Trent.
He really did. He just launched over him. And I know he ended up open. Like Bruno was able to find him because who needs to mark him? Like who thought that he could do any of that?
That's a poor defensive line. You got 3 people stepping up and then 3 people playing him on side in the middle.
He looked so lost when he because he had the ball. And he was like dribbling around. I was like, "Oh, he's fucked." United's Liverpool's gonna get the ball. They're gonna counter. They're gonna score. But he stayed up. He offloaded the ball, snuck into a little space. Bruno found him, and the rest was history.
There you go.
Football. That's playing with courage, and that's what Amarim wants. That's exactly what
I have said a lot about the way the man smells. I can smell his cologne from through the television, but I like his attitude. I like the fact that Marcus has been fucking transfer listed. Goodbye, Marcus. I'm fed up of the fucker. I'm fed up of hearing about what he's doing when he's going out, and it's not very professional. And we'll leave it at that. And how he's still fucking got how he still plays, I don't know.
Well, he doesn't play.
How you're getting £350,000 a week to play for your home team?
I mean,
what the fuck are you doing?
Playing. I know.
Well, no, but he's been playing. He's been playing, but he's been playing the wrong fucking game.
He's I mean, but he hasn't had consistent structure for forever. I can completely understand where he got so wayward. It's very easy for that to happen. It's unfortunate. And I hope he goes somewhere, and I hope he's willing to take that pay cut, because if he doesn't, he's going to Saudi. Like I don't. That's his only choice.
Go to Saudi. Just fuck off to Saudi. In fact, no, don't go to Saudi, because he's
going to end up in trouble. He's going to end up arrested if he goes to Saudi. That man loves to have fun. Could you imagine him being in Saudi? He's going to get into some shit.
What a waste. What a waste.
Honestly.
Oh well. What can do with the striker? How are you lot doing? Have you won a game yet?
Yes, we're 3 unbeaten, won 2 in a row.
Nice. And you're playing Salford this weekend?
Salford, yeah, baby. That should be an easy one.
Let's try that again.
Salford?
Salford.
Sol.
Like Sol, like the sun. Sol.
But
not Sal. Not Sal. Sal's a guy you buy a fucking sandwich from.
Sorry, that's the Midwest. Salford. But it's S-A-L.
Yeah, it is, but I'm telling you how to say it. Yeah. there's different. It's just because it's written Salford doesn't mean you say Salford. It's Salford. Salford. It's like the sun. Salford.
But the sun is S-O-L. It's Sol.
Sol.
I understand it's
Sol, is it?
Oh, Salford.
You got to start concatenating all your vowels together and dropping all your words, and people are going to talk fast to you. Have you got your ball? Are you bringing a ski mask? What are you doing? You going ganged up? What are you doing? Are you coming out dressing like an American full of fucking logos and badges and stuff like that? And we're going to have to get you some fucking... I'm going to have to dress you in black at the airport and get you through the fucking city safe. Is that what's going to happen? Me and you on the back of an electric scooter? No?
I
got your little bag?
Hey, I know when I get into town, dress as casual and normal as possible. I know. I'm aware.
You're fine. It is full of tourists. It is a big tourist town. It's safe as well. I mean, it's like any British city. If you go out and you get smashed up and you act like a dickhead, you probably end up in some trouble, like you would do anywhere. But there's no guns, so we'll just fight. And that's it. But you'd struggle to find it really these days.
And
it's not what it used to be.
I'm not a dickhead, so I'll be fine. I think I'm gonna have.
Well, I mean, the jury's out, but we'll figure it the fuck out. We'll take you to all the old spots. We'll show you some. Might take you over to Leeds or something like that. Show you a cattle shed where they play football. It's a little country.
Leeds. I'll get in trouble if I go to Leeds.
Why? Why would you get in trouble if you go to Leeds?
Fuck Leeds, bro. Like,
yeah, right. Fuck Leeds.
Like,
dirty fucking Leeds. That's right. Yes, you know my friends from Leeds. I worked in Yorkshire for a very long time.
I've gotten along with most fan bases, but the fan base that I've clashed the most with has been Leeds.
Why is that?
I have no idea.
What the fuck have they got a chip on the shoulder for? I'll tell you why they've got a chip on the shoulder. Because they're a dirty bunch of cheating fucking bastards. You always fucking have been, and you always fucking will be. Have you ever seen The Damned United?
No, I haven't, but it's on the list for our Patreon. Our Patreon, we're doing like a monthly movie watch where we watch a movie all together on our Patreon, and it's on the list.
Well, we watched it. We watched it just last weekend. Kim had never heard of Brian Clough. I do a Brian Clough. I do a decent Brian Clough. I won't burden you with my Brian Clough. My Brian Clough is
at least now, not now. When
Brian Clough is a fucking legend.
Yeah,
absolute fucking legend. And Martin Sheen fucking nails it. Absolutely fucking nails it. And it's a great film. It's a really, really good film. It's pretty much spot on as well. And it's short and sweet, and it's a great film. And it's what football used to be. Before all the bullshit and the glitz and the glams and, 14 fucking Premier League teams being owned by fucking Americans and ruining it for everybody. You feel me? No? I do. Fucking stop ruining the fucking game, cunts.
I'll reach out to my American owners. I'll let them know.
Oh, God. So apart from like the trip of your life, and what did I message? What was my message? What was my Happy New Year message? I said, this year's your year, mate.
Yeah, you did.
I said it's going to happen for you this year. And all the positivity, and you messaged me back with a little thing. I'm like, fucking nice one. Skipping around, clicking my heels. Got a friend coming. I got to play with somebody.
Yes, yeah. No, I've been talking about this trip, and there have been a couple times where I've even bought the ticket, but I had to get rid of it just because
I bail on it.
Life. And so this time I don't even have to worry about it. I'm not the one paying for it. I can just focus on paying for the things while I'm there, and that's very exciting. And yeah,
just be yourself, love every moment of it, put out the good vibes, and like I said,
I've been a new
handsome bastard. You'll do well.
Yeah, there's no reason for me to not. And honestly, I've always been blessed with the ability to connect with people, like for better or worse. Like there have been people that I wish I have never connected with, but I connect with them for some reason. So I'm not. Yeah, and because I mean, in the end, it's like when you come to a new space, it's just how respectful are you of that space, and that's how I'll be. I'll be super. I want to hear all the stuff. Like if I'm doing something wrong, tell me how I'm doing it wrong. Tell me how I could be doing it better. Like is there a better way? I know. I'm just like,
nah. You go and fucking do it your own way, mate. You turn up,
Salford.
Standing proud. Yeah, Salford. Fucking Salford.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, tell me how to say things correctly.
And what's the first? Yeah, they'll do that, pal. What's the first thing we know about Salford?
They're the team. They're the second team in Manchester United.
It's a city. Salford's a city. Obviously, the team's called Salford City. I mean, it's pretty fucking obvious. But Salford and Manchester are two cities just right next to each other. And you probably wouldn't know. There you go. It's a city. What's the next fact you should know about Salford?
Dirty old town.
It's a dirty old town. There used to be docks there because they built a ship canal to bypass the owners of the ports in Liverpool during the Industrial Revolution. So there used to be the big ships all the way inland to Manchester. Oh, somebody's got something in the oven.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not me. I'm not cooking anything. I had a stir fry tonight. It was quite nice. And some chicken breast. And I also had 2 eggs at lunchtime. And I've also been eating bread today, for fuck's sake. So that's my issue. I don't eat enough carbs. I've just got eaten too much protein for too many fucking years. And I'm nothing but fucking sinew and bone at the moment. You think being absolutely ripped to be a great thing, but it's not when you're this thin. Because I look good in a mirror, and the girlfriend goes, "Oh, should I take a picture of you?" She took a picture of me. I look fucking ill. She goes, "No, you don't look like that. Let me take another one." She took about 8 pictures. It got worse every time she took a picture. I got smaller. I'm like, I'm looking good. And we're looking in the mirror and we're going, no, you do. And then we look at the camera and it's like, it tells the truth. I don't know what the fuck to do. You have to show me how to eat like an American. We have to go and get some.
I got you. I'm built like an American. I can help you with that. Oh, man.
I've got to get an itinerary of cultural things to do. There's the football museum that I've never been to.
Yeah, that was one of the things that people told me about. I have some people giving me some things, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'll take everything into consideration and hammer out details later. Obviously,
the most exciting part, of course, is not Manchester, because Manchester, I'm afraid to say, is a shit provincial city. When you get out of the big smoke, we'll have some fun, because London is the better city. It's the only city in the UK really worth fucking with, in my humble opinion. Now, you can go to Liverpool. Liverpool's got a beautiful front. It's got a lovely waterfront. It looks gorgeous. It could be fucking anywhere. If you're ever lucky enough to get to Shanghai, it looks like the waterfront there on the Bund. It's beautiful. He says, flexing high, I've travelled. But it's full of Scousers. And if you go off the beaten path, it is a fucking shithole, Scousers. You know it's a shithole. You exist in a fucking shithole. And having said that, I slagged the Scousers off. I was chatting to my mate before. I'm getting a bit of an affinity for Liverpool. I'm kind of feeling Liverpool like this year. I don't know why.
Club.
No, the team. I don't know why. I don't hate them. And I kind of respect them as a group of supporters. And I don't know what the fuck's going on. And I just cannot tell a falsehood about this. It's the first time in my entire life that I've ever thought that somebody needs to go and switch the oven off.
It's I don't know.
What is it? What?
I don't know.
This is what happens when you disappear out the country on the 14th of February. Shit starts going wrong.
It's well, and funny thing about you being like, hey, I'm starting to see positives about Liverpool. Before the match, Rebecca Lowe and Tim Howard, they were all bitching because all of the Liverpool and Man United players were like hugging and saying hello to each other and match up, because for the entire week, every commercial was like the most storied rivalry in Premier League history.
British football. Yeah,
Manchester United versus Liverpool. Pure football. Two teams who hate each other. And then there's like,
I mean, that's the fucking wrong accent, isn't it? Let's start. That's the first fucking offensive thing that you've done for a fucking long time. I mean, where do you think that's from? That was gonna have to start getting a map and doing some fucking. Honestly, you sound like my chat voice. I've turned chat. Obviously, we all use ChatGPT a lot these days. I use it an awful lot, and I've got him. I chat to him on the phone, and I've got him as a cockney. And he replies to me as a cockney. So I've got my own little cockney geezer with an infinite reference. And he's always fucking right about stuff. So that's what cunts from down here are like. They're always fucking think they know fucking everything. And the further north you go, the dumber people sound because they're fucking dumb.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
Manc accent, nasally, hard on the vowels, things like that. And the oven's off, so like I don't even know what's going on right now. It's just pissed off.
Is it a smoke alarm? What is it?
No, it's our smoke alarm.
You need to go and press that button and pull that fucking battery out.
Yeah, I know. It's basically it's basically in the wall. I've tried. It still works. It's one of those modern ones here in America where without the battery.
It's in the mains. Yeah, ours is the same. Ours is the same. I mean, we'd say thank you if we were asleep and there was a fire. So let's not just talk about things. And talking about fires, fucking hell, you got some fires out on the fucking West Coast, don't you?
It's
Christ,
scary because I have some friends out there and they are displaced at this moment, and it's so many people displaced, and insurance obviously is not covering any of it, and it's a lot.
They changed insurance documents. That's what I hear.
No, they can't.
Most of my
you literally can't if you live in Florida.
You can't get no hurricane insurance. Yeah, no fire insurance.
Yeah, and it's like, what's the point of insurance then? Like, why are you going to insure your home?
That's a racket, man.
Oh well, we definitely know it's a racket, but it's like that's what people need to do. Everybody just cancel all our insurance and be like, now what? What?
Vote with your feet.
We can't. This country has no idea how to be on the same page about anything.
Damn straight. I don't think anybody does, though, do they?
The French know how to riot. The French are very good at standing together and trying to take on the government. They like burning things. Sorry, my bad. They like destroying and burning things, which in the end...
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm considering it because there's absolute truth there, and you've got to fucking love the French attitude because it is like we're going to fucking burn the place down unless you do whatever we've thought slightly about writing about.
Yeah,
which is usually changes in terms and conditions. But of course, that is the reason why the French didn't have an empire and why they're so bitter about everything, because they couldn't fucking get on with each other and they continually had revolution when they should have been dominating everywhere. I think they did. Did they? They didn't. Although, to be frank, to be a Frank was to be honourable and to be truthful, and the Franks, the French, were Roman citizens, so they were doing something right. There you go, a bit of etymology about being Frank. It's not about being a man called Frank. It's about being French. There you go.
Also, to say, since we're talking about it, to be French speaking means a francophone or an area that speaks it. Like that, such a weird old time.
Francophile.
Francophile. Like it sounds.
A file would be somebody that likes something. So if you're a francophile, you would like the French, which would mean you're mentally unstable. It's a synonym for being fucking batty. I do like French movies, though. I had a French teacher. I've got a bone to pitch with my French teacher. He lent me Latin. Yeah, you've seen The Hate. You ever seen Latin?
No, I don't think so. Like Latin.
Latin. Lahaine. Latin. I think it's Latin. I was all right at French at school. I can read French pretty well. I could speak French pretty well. But then by the time it was my exams, unfortunately, I started going out and I fucking absolutely bombed my French exam. But I was pretty good during lower school. But in sixth form, it's a great film. It's got one of the greatest crane shots at the start, and the guys on the decks, and they're in the hood in fucking northern Paris, I think, and it cranes out of the fucking window from the decks and it goes right down into the streets. One of the greatest films of all time. Great street culture film, Latin. Guaranteed. Fucking, if you've not seen that movie, fucking amazing film. Second favorite film from about that time that's French would be Le Grand Bleu, The Big Blue, but you cannot get that because the soundtrack is that fucking good. It's out of license. So if you can get a copy of Le Grand Bleu with Jean Reno plays the assassin in Leon, or the assassin as it's called in fucking America, because you can't call it Leon, can you? Because you have to tell him he's an assassin. Of course, that's a film about noncing Natalie Portman. So if you can get over that bit, it's a great film. But it is about noncing a child. So, but that's a great film. Latin, great soundtrack as well. There's 2 French film recommendations. I was lent a copy of Latin, and I had access, because I was doing media studies at the time. I had access to all the video dubbing stuff. So I dubbed myself a fucking copy of this Latin, and I gave the film back to my French teacher. And he came up to me like 6 months later. He goes, where's the film? You've not given me my VHS back. And he just wouldn't fucking accept it. I gave the man the copy of the film back. And that still pisses me off. Do you know what I mean? When you're falsely accused, why am I stealing it? I've got a VHS copy of it. It's a dub from your original. It's fine. You know, why would I do it? As that was back in the VHS days. That shows how old I am. Anyway.
Hey, those were the good old days. Well, you mentioned. What's going on with this divorce? What's this like?
Divorce. I'm well divorced. I'm very well divorced. I am with a beautiful woman, and I'm very, very, very happy.
Yeah.
I don't know, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. There's the separation, right? And we'll get into fucking divorce facts here, right? Was the settlement was thrown out by the court, okay? Because it was seen to be financially abusive to me. Okay. Oh, wow. So I received all of the unsecured household debt. Fine. I got a small payment for my contribution to the house, bearing in mind that I'd put somebody through university and they'd only just fucking qualified with a bullshit PhD when I was asked for a divorce. And the divorce was granted. I left. And you know what? During these periods, people do some stupid things. Do you know what I mean? We all misbehave a little bit. But I can fairly say there's nothing done there wasn't just a bit of monkeying around from anybody. There's no fucking violence, no threats, no fucking bullshit. Maybe some late night fucking arguments, monkeying around a little bit, but it's over. 2-3 years ago, it's over. Right, so I've got 2 boys. I've got Eric, named after the great Frenchman. I've got Ernie, named after a comedy duo of a famous man called Eric, because in the UK, there's a couple called Morecambe and Wise. So I've got Eric and Ernie. They're named after 2 famous 1970s comedians. Eric has decided that I made mistakes during the marriage at 9. Do you know what I mean? Right. Christmas comes round, and it's Christmas. Package stuff up. And we actually managed to make a contribution to the Father Christmas pile this year. So I'm thinking things are going all right. We've had some decent contact with Ernie during the year. We go up, we get this regular apartment that I'll probably get when I see you. And it's nice, life's good. Introduced to the girlfriend. Not allowed to see him. Not allowed to come to London. Not allowed to have a night over with his dad. Do you know what I mean? And I dress these kids every fucking morning. I am on top of my shit. When I get up in the morning for the children, the fucking calm jazz music's on. Yeah. The night before, the table is fucking set. Their uniforms are ironed. Yeah. I'm on top. It's important to me to have a tidy house. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm a little bit, I was brought up that way. Yeah. The love was cleanliness from my mother. And it's something that I've picked up. So, I felt I did my bit. Asked to leave. I'm gone. Yeah. Christmas Day. 3 years in a row. No fucking Merry Christmas. Not a fucking 5-minute phone call to say Merry Christmas to your dad. Nothing. The fuck is that about? And I've got to a point where it's like a steady, put the positive vibes out. Everything will work itself the fuck out. This year, bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that. Right? You've got a group of people conspiring to keep a child away from his dad, and it's just fucked. And that has just annoyed the fuck out of me. My aunt made the mistake, bless her, in the States. She's still in contact with him. She made the mistake of saying, well, did you not think there'd be any casualties? She got fucking all of this as a fucking message. I just kept fucking... So I feel like I've cathartically got it off my chest. But, I mean, there's no happy ending to this story. It's just me feeling aggrieved as a parent that I don't get to say Merry Christmas. I'm not trying to be there, not starting any shit. There's a new man on the scene. All the best to you. It's great the kids have got a man in their life. No issues. Yeah? Wish you the best. There's absolutely no problem whatsoever. Yeah? Can I see my fucking kids for an overnight stay? Can I tuck the little fucker into bed and read him a bedtime story? No. And there's nobody that knows me that thinks that I should have no contact with my children. Because I'm a bit of a prick. Yeah? I am a bit of a prick. It's on the surface. It's all there. There's a bit of an edge there. You've got to watch for people who pretend to be nice in life because they are fucking scumbags. Absolute scumbags. Poisonous, disgusting scumbags. And I just think that keeping a child away from its parent, or keeping contact away, or like having a fucking whisper, it's fucked. It's borderline evil. I can understand the motivation. I understand it, but come on.
Yeah,
Christmas.
No, it just statistically, all of the things that it says when kids come from a one-parent household or two, or what happens when you don't communicate with both of your parents. There are tons of studies that show the anger is at you now as he's 9. But the anger is going to go somewhere else. As a parent, you would want that situation to be addressed, so he can be a better human and not grow up holding on to that anger.
He's 12 now, so he made that decision when he was 9. He made that decision at 9 on his own. And I'm not saying he's not wrong. Everybody makes fucking mistakes. But the thing that you should practice, certainly at Christmas, and maybe I got this wrong. Maybe I misunderstood the principle of Christmas. You should practice forgiveness, love, understanding. Yeah. To fucking everybody. Yeah, is that not what we're doing at Christmas? Have I missed the fucking holiday or something? What is it? Am I wrong? Am I right?
And it's like, bro, you're gonna take my presents, but you can't even say thanks for the presents. That's all I need. Just
nothing.
How's it going?
Nothing.
Good to see you. Even if you're annoyed, and obviously your ex, she doesn't have to do that, but it's it's the least you could do is hey, do you want to call your dad? No, I think you should call your dad. And then if it's still a no, but yeah, for her to be facilitating it and like helping him not communicate. It's like if it was on your end, she'd be so hot. She'd be very angry.
My guy, if they were with me, there is no way under the fucking sun that they wouldn't be every single fucking week spending at least an hour speaking. And they would be there at the holidays. You know why they'd be there at the holidays? Because I want a fucking break. Do you know what I mean? I want a break because I'm working. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah, get rid of the little fuckers if you can. They're exhausting. Share the love. You know, share the fucking burden. Share everything.
Her anyway, towards you is more than the burden it is. I'm with you. Like every parent needs time off, so it's like you should
time off.
Advantage of it.
Grab it. Grab it. And also the other thing, I'll tell you what, I was dragged across. So I was born in Australia. Mum and dad split up when I was 5. I came to the UK and I didn't ever really see my dad ever again. But I tell you what, I spoke to him. And I've still got a good relationship with my old man. And, you know, it feels, because I was cognizant of it, and I had another man in my life who was my stepdad at the time, and he's pretty much my dad. You know, and I look after that guy like he is my dad because he's still in the UK and he's still kicking about, bless him, top bloke. There's no conflict between either of those two people in my life. The two, I can determine the difference, and I value time with both of them dearly. I really do, because I was a fucking child and I was loved. And no matter what you say about my mother, and there's a lot of criticisms could be leveled at Leslie. Hi, Leslie. She always made sure that I spoke to my family, because family is important. There's kids out there growing up without parents.
Yeah.
You know, and for boys, it's important for them to speak to their dads. But I will say one thing. I must have done a decent job because they're both United fans.
Sure. Let's agree to disagree.
Maybe not.
I mean,
maybe that's a good reason.
Arsenal fans or something weird like that.
Oh, mate. Oh, well, I mean, we say it every week. Gooners, what the fuck's up with you? Fucking smile. Dickheads.
No, honestly. They're stressed. It's truly the pressure of trying to win the league. Last night on stream, we had she's actually really dope. Her name is Gabby, but
hi Gabby.
She's a part of a Arsenal Man United podcast that we very much respect. We work with them a lot. But she saw them here when here in the US in the summer when they came and they played in Philadelphia, I think. And she was like, you could tell there, she's like, nobody was laughing, nobody was smiling, and it's the preseason. Like, why are you stressed during the preseason? I knew right then and there that the season was going to be off. And my response was, I knew it was off once Arteta literally hired pickpockets. Like, that's the literal.
What?
You didn't hear, like, at the preseason banquet for Arsenal.
He pulled that bullshit.
All the players.
I've had that done to me.
They checked all their pockets and all their stuff was still. Arteta pops up at the end and he goes, hey, I hired these pickpockets because you guys need to stay vigilant and aware all season. And it's just like, this should be the one last moment where your players can relax and hardy har before the intensity of the fucking Premier League starts. And you have told them that the person you were supposed to trust the most could potentially steal from you, could potentially set you up to look a fool. Like that's bad. That's
not great psychological training, is it?
And that's what I said. But naturally, every gooner was just like, nah, man, you don't get it. And I was like, no, I don't think y'all get it.
No, I don't think you get it either. That's not how you create harmony. That's all you're going to do there is think the boss is a cunt.
Yeah.
I mean, he already dyes his fucking hair.
Jet black.
No. I mean, I can't talk. The butcher seems to be doing it this year as well. Come on, Martinez. What are you doing, mate? Don't dye your hair, lad. You don't need to. It's not necessary. Crunk, are you ever going to dye your hair, man?
No, I embrace the gray that's in my hair. Yeah.
Have you got some gray? I'm doing all right. You know, mine's going at this point, but looking in there. It looks all right. Looks all right, shaved. You got to zip it off. Once it goes, it goes. Yeah, make the most of it. We might do the rest of it.
But I like I very much look like my grandpa. Like it, and so the way that his hair is, he had a really cool like gray streak in his hair, So I'm hoping I kind of get that when I get older too. It's just you get those people who get those just like little cool bits of. I won't dye my hair. I will embrace my.
Nah, I don't think you should trust. You know, ladies, and we'll gender it. Ladies, you do what you fucking want. You know, you go to the salon, you do what you need to do. You know, be happy. I don't think it's attractive for a man to be that vain. I just think it's a character flaw. That's my take.
That's fair.
They can't all be handsome bastards like me and you. You know, so I mean, there's
a tough world.
There's certain drop-offs in there. There's certain drop-offs. And when you're a handsome bastard like me and you, it can be a bit of a shock to start to lose something that's a big feature of you. My hair was fucking magnificent. Honestly, it would open doors for me in life, my hair. Just sweep it, flick it, let it flow in the wind like a fucking Timotei advert everywhere I fucking went. I didn't develop a personality. My hair was that fucking great. Honestly. And then this fucking thing. And the worst thing is, Cliff, who I mentioned before, my stepdad, he was bald from young. My dad's like 6'4", I think my dad is. My family quite tall. Sister's taller than I am. Cliff's a little guy. So obviously Cliff was packing in other areas for my mum to settle down. So he had some cash. Do you know what I mean? That's what we're saying. But Cliff's like a little dude. He's 5'6". He's going bald. And when I used to wrestle with him when I was a kid, because that's what you need as a little boy. You need to wrestle with a bigger dude. It's the best thing in the world, getting a wrestler from your dad. Or it doesn't matter if it's your dad, could be an uncle, could be fucking anybody, as long as there's somebody there.
I did the same thing.
And the fucking best times, no?
Yeah,
the best times, just having a fucking wrestle. I think that's why people like jiu-jitsu, you know, because I think they get that like brotherly, let's go and have a fucking roll around on the fucking carpet in the front room with your older brother or whatever. Watch out for the hearth.
Until
you're going to smash your head on that.
You get put into an arm bar, or you pass out because you got choked out or something like that.
Yeah, damn straight. I can judo. I can fuck some people up a little bit as long as they're small. I'm not no. I know my fights to pick. I only pick on people I reckon I can do. Talking about fights, right? I've got a bone to pick with cunts in third space in London, right? I was in Soho last week, and I've worked out. I've had a shower, walking through. Soho is obviously the gay area in London, right? So we like to go there on a weekend, but generally speaking, if you're a woman walking in the male changing rooms in Soho, it's the fucking safest place in London. You're good. Yeah. So I'm walking back from the shower. There's a dude with a fucking big man bun walking in, right? I'm on the right. Like the vanity tables, it's a wanky gym. The vanity tables are to my right, and he's walking on the left. And rather than letting me walk past him, he cuts and stands in front of me.
Oh.
Like right in front of me. All right, fine. You want to do your hair, mate? You've got some hair. Sort it out. Well, I step around. I don't think anything of it. I get to my locker. Open my locker out. I'm getting changed. He gets to his, like, net over, and he starts putting shit down in my space. Do you know what I mean? It's like, all right, there's no need for fucking any of this bullshit. So I'll shuffle over a little bit. I'll give him a bit of room and stuff like that. And there's an old dude in the corner whose name I won't mention because he's of some prominence. And they start chatting about what workout this guy's got the old guy's got some new workout gear. He's got some Lululemon. Right, so he starts talking about how fucking right. So he starts talking about how soft the fabrics are, right? And this guy who's cut me up, right? I'm obviously got the stripes on, yeah, cause culture, yeah. And I'm getting changed. I've got my workout gear in the bag. I've got my old. I've showed you that old NFL bag I've got.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, so my boot bag is. So my Aunt Chris sent me when I was a kid, like 95 season it would have been. I've got a XXX Super Bowl bag.
Oh, nice.
It's 96, so I can't remember where the fuck it was. That's always been my boot bag ever since I got it. I took it everywhere. It gave me fucking good games, and I still take it to the gym. So I'm putting my stuff in there. These two guys are having a back and forth about Lululemon. Right, and this guy's in my fucking space, right? Giving me a bit of energy. I'm not happy about it. I'm just getting on with my stuff. And he starts talking about aloe yoga. And how he prefers aloe yoga. It's. I mean, fucking hell. What are you doing, lads? I mean, you're a pair of men. Don't walk around wearing Lulu and fucking aloe. And then he looks at me and he goes, "Yeah, I've tried Adidas. It just wasn't really my fit." And I'm like, "My guy, you fucking seriously."
I'm like, what do I have to do with
what the fuck have I done to do with you? Luckily, I mean, the only weapon that I had was my weapon. So I then proceeded to take a step towards him, and I dried myself in that man's space. Do you know what I'm saying? I got them in my hand and I fucking dried them and fucking looked at him for the rest of the time. Put my fucking stripes on and fucking bounced. Oh, dear God. I mean, maybe that was me bringing the divorce energy into the changing rooms. But, like, guy, with your man bun talking about your yoga pants, get the fuck out of my space. So I'm looking forward to seeing him tomorrow because I'm not saying I bear a grudge, but I bear a grudge. Second guy in third space, this time at Tower Bridge, at a lunchtime workout. You go to the gym, you get sweaty, you grab a towel. What else do you grab when you grab a towel? You grab another fucking towel because you don't want no dirty feet. Yeah, I put one towel down. I go to the shower. I have a shower. I walk back. I pick up my second towel. I put it on the floor. Geezer stood next to me goes, oh, I'll go and get my own towel then, should I? So I'm like, you know what? He has a little walk off. And he comes back and he's like, and I said, oh, sorry, mate, did I take your towel? And he went, yeah, don't worry about it. He opens his fucking locker. Where's his fucking towel?
It's in his locker.
In his fucking locker. So I go, oh, and he go, I'm sorry about that. And I went, oh, it's a bit of a transgression, isn't it, mate, taking another man's towel. Please, I haven't done that. Asshole. London dickheads.
I'm looking at this aloe because I've never heard it. I'm not really into any of that shit. So
yeah, no, you shouldn't be because you're a grown ass man. It's for bitches with who want to show the booties off. I'm not fucking wearing aloe yoga.
Well, it's. I mean, they're tiny booties. It's very tiny booties, which you know, all booties matter. Respect, but I mean, I'm unimpressed.
Yeah, there's some fucking skinny looking birds in there, but you've got honestly, Kim's like got all this shit coming in on her phone constantly. And she, you know, we work out together, so she's got more workout gear than possible. You have such a spectrum of female models now that you'll see you'll go from some skinny bitch to some big ass bitch in like three swipes in the same product. So they want to make sure that that they're selling to everybody. I think it's the biggest scam in the fucking world at the moment, yoga pants. Because the girls, the ladies, or whoever the fuck wants to wear yoga pants, they're constantly having to fucking buy them. And all they do is reissue them in new colours. And they've got to be 5 pence a piece from China, these things.
They're all the same. Yeah, it's all the same shit.
Oh.
That's really what it is. It's just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. And to be quite frank, yeah, I don't want to be looking at you. Cover it the fuck up. Keep it. Wrap it up like a present. Nobody wants to fucking see it. Next gym run, right? It's January, right? Dickheads, don't bother. You're not losing it. Don't get yourself a gym fucking membership and go and jam up all the classes and just ruin it for everybody and then ditch it after 2 weeks. Just save yourself 300 quid and don't fucking get a membership. It's a fucking waste of time.
Oh, there's some of these third spaces. I'm looking them up right now. This really is a swank ass gym. You weren't kidding.
Oh, mate, my God, we're going there. We've got guest passes galore. We're going.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, you bring your workspace out. You bring your stuff. We're going. That's a regular. Oh, we're balling out, mate. We ain't playing. We're gonna have some fun. Me and you're gonna have some fun. So that's what I don't drink. I spend my drinking budget on a nice gym.
That's fair. That's fair.
There you go. There you go. So we'll be in there. We'll be in there tomorrow morning. But there was a couple of lasses and some girls. Respectively, ladies, you need to get more support. Yeah, because you can't be walking around with some low cut top, hitting the machines, going into an exercise class, and then coming out, and it looks like the fucking sun is rising. Because I can see the top of your fucking nipples because they're shaking themselves loose. Yeah, have some fucking fucking respect.
Hey, why are you hating?
I'm telling you. I'm not, because I'm trying to work out. You know what I mean? I'm trying to bring the fucking warrior out in me. I'm trying to hit those fucking extra sets. I don't need it. That's why I go to the gay gym. Yeah, I'd rather have some guy hit on me than look at somebody's tits. I really would. He's like, because the gay guys, right? They're in good nick. Yeah, you're in a good situation. Yeah, I can look after myself. I don't have to do any of the, it's not a pickup fucking sauna. It's a gym. Yeah. So I'd rather work out with the people who are just not going to bother me. And I don't want some fucking, I can't be dealing with it. Yeah. Just cover yourself up. I'm spoken for. Thank you very much. If I wanted to look at porn, I'd use my telephone. Yeah, but I don't have to because I've got a loving relationship and I'm taken care of. Honestly. God damn it. I'm a ranting old bastard. This is what happens when you deny a father access to his child. And the thing is, and Ernie, I'm sorry, but Eric's my favorite. Ernie's the better one, right? Ernie is far, far, far superior to Eric, right? Eric is the firstborn and he was slightly oxygen deprived, and you can fucking tell. Yeah, he's smart. Neither of these lads are struggling academics. So I'm not saying he's dumb. Yeah. I'm just saying he ain't all fucking there. I know, I raised him. He's in a fucking world of his own. He's a fucking great guy. He's a fucking laugh. He's hilarious. He's a top lad. But Ernie is a far superior man. Ernie's like got dexterity and fucking skills that like nobody's ever gonna have because he's a fucking top geezer. Eric's walking into door frames. Parents, if you don't have a favorite child, you're lying. Stop lying to yourself.
1,000%.
And it's never the best one. The best, because you know the best one's gonna fucking look after itself. You know, it's the dumb one. You got siblings.
Yeah. Yep. And it's funny.
Where are you?
I am.
You're the favorite.
I am technically the one who gives the less trouble. I wouldn't say I'm the favorite.
Nicely put. Nice.
My sister has 2 kids, so I think technically she's the favorite because
she's providing the grandkids.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it should be. That's the way it should be, you know. And I think that's probably one of the joys in life being a grandparent. Certainly, if you can give the little fuckers back. So you know, fair play. Yeah, my sister is the black sheep. My sister was heavily into drugs and heavily into cults. And heavily into, she moved to Japan for a period and got involved with the Yakuza and all that sort of shit. She's a fucking mental case. I don't mind airing the family fucking laundry. There was also some kind of, you know what, I won't tell you that bit. I might tell you that bit. There's some fucked up shit there. They're half brothers and sisters. So they're not full blood. But to me, your half brothers, your brothers and your sisters.
Yeah.
And I've got 2 step brothers as well, and I love them dearly. Hey, Steve, Andy, top guys. Andy, shave that fucking beard, mate. I've seen those pictures at Christmas. You look like a paedophile. I'll just say it now. Yeah, just zip it like me and Steve, and you're going to look sound. My dad messaged me. He goes, Andy's girlfriend, Sarah, and Steve's girlfriend, Sarah. Sarah's expecting a baby and this, that, and the other. And my dad's so old. I'm like, Pete, are you sure they're both called Sarah? Do you not think they might just be letting you get away with it at this point, old fella? Top bloke, my dad. Shout out to Pete.
That's hilarious. Oh man. I dated a girl once upon a time, and her grandma gave me a different name for like the first month, but then she forgot that she gave me that name. So like people like she called me Eric. And
that's a good name.
Strong name. And that's exactly what she said. And
it means king.
And but so then everybody would jokingly call me Eric whenever I was around them. And so she was just like, why? And it was like a month later, and she's like, why do you guys keep calling him Eric? That's not his name. And they were like, yo, you're the one who called him Eric in the first place. And she's like, no, that doesn't sound like something I would do. And I loved her. I loved her so much. I was like, oh, you're just a little shit, and I love it.
Why did she give you a different name? She's just like, I'm not going to remember this.
My personal name was very different from Eric. So she was just like, hey, if you're all right until I can actually like learn your real name, can I call you Eric? And I was like, I do not care.
Like, as long as you smile when you see me, mammy, you can call me whatever you want.
As long as you love me, you call me whatever you want, woman.
That's right. So how was Christmas? Christmas good?
Christmas was great. I went down to Arkansas, visited. That's where my immediate family is. So I was able to spend time with my mom, my sister, my nieces. I actually, hey, you're telling all. I was able to bury the hatchet with my sister. Her and I literally have not spoken to each other in 3, 4, 5 years, and it's because she was not a good human being. She just simply wasn't. And she blames it all on being like depressed and shit like that. But it's like, no, you kind of have always sucked. And like being depressed doesn't give you an excuse to be absolutely horrendous to people. Like it helps me understand, but like you're not the only person who gets sad, my girl. Like, you're not the only person who deals with that stuff. So she was able to like hear and listen and adjust and apologize, because that's something that she literally wouldn't do. She would like say the most insane things and literally refuse to apologize. And so like, that's all I wanted. I just wanted to hear contrition. I wanted to hear that just simply feel that you don't see a human being anymore. Yeah.
That's all it takes, isn't it?
So yeah,
I don't know. I'm a man who bears a grudge. I'll tell you. There's a point where it's done. Do you know what I mean? It's done. But there's also part of me. It's like my family's. We're all a bit like that. So there's like generations like don't speak to each other, and like like my aunt's giving me some shit at the moment. I can tell she's not vibing with me at all due to the separation and stuff like that. And life's too short, man. So there's certain relationships that are worth healing, and certain relationships, but it's difficult, isn't it? When do you decide that you got? I guess there's a difference between like moving on and completely cutting people out. Because if you move on and the result is there's less time spent, you're not in each other's lives anymore, you're focusing on yourself and all that sort of stuff. That's different than, and I've done both. And I think you said the other week, I'm mellowing out. I am mellowing out a little bit. I hope my testosterone levels aren't dropping too far. Honestly, I've got to get that fucking shit. Maybe I've been smoking too much. Maybe I've not been smoking enough. I don't know. Who knows? We'll have to get something decent as well, because the shit we picked up recently is dead. UK's dead at the moment. We have to go for some import. Fucking hell. I think people have been busted. Anyway, we're heading back up north, so we should be able to resolve that situation. So
we had a falling out. Basically, she just the final draw was like she had her second child, and I was like, okay, this is a good chance to hammer things out. I spent like $500 on stuff for the baby.
Nice.
It's a 9-hour drive. So we did the 9-hour drive. And we get there. I ask her to have a conversation. I'm very honest with her. Hey, yo, like, this is how our relationship has always been. I would love that to change with the new baby coming. I would like to believe that you would want that too. And she was like, yeah, totally. Blah, 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 blah. And I usually just stay at my mom's house. And so that night she takes the oldest and she goes, all right, bye. I'll see you in the morning. I'll stop by before you leave. So then I wake up, I message her and I go, hey, I'm about to leave soon. And then she goes, okay, so when are you coming over? And I'm like, wait. And I even asked my mom, I was like, Mom, Bree said she was coming over, right? She's like, yeah. Well, she refused. And what she does is when she's wrong, she immediately just starts like yelling and cursing and insulting. And so she was just doing that. And I was like, bro, it was 10 hours ago. I thought we figured this stuff out. And what it was is she was with the baby's father, because they're not together anymore. So that's the phrase. And they ended up hanging out way too late. So she stayed up late and she's tired. And so if you just said, hey, I spent too much time with him, I'm tired, I'm also pregnant, come to me, yes. Be transparent with me, be honest, be open. But instead, she tries to lie and be like, no, you said it. And why are you lying? Blah, 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 blah. Because she just wants to divert from the fact that because she feels the guilt. And that's what it is. It's like, you're fucking up. But instead of you like
transgressed.
Yeah. You try to flip it. But in the end, you still feel like shit. So you're still gonna be mad, even if I accept it. So I was just like, look, I'm done with you. Like, I will talk to my nieces. So whenever my nieces are with my mom, she'll call on video chat. I chat with them.
Ooh, two girls.
Yep.
Ouch. That's what you get.
Well, and that's also the thing. It's like
you got that coming back.
They have shit dads, so it's like I am the most important man in their life, and I won't be that.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like they will never know, and they didn't know that my her and I didn't get along, because my nieces, they would all the time be like, here's uncle, say hi, and like I would just be like, I would do a head nod, but then she'd just go back, like they never knew anything was up. But now that they're starting to get of an age where because the the oldest niece is 11, so she started to pick things up, and I think
they're alive
I think my sister is realizing that, so she is like, I need to fix this because if they have to choose between the uncle and me, I'm worried they might pick the uncle. So it's like she hammered it out and it's good, and she's doing great. She's going to school to become a pastry chef.
Yeah,
she's
cool.
She's making that like her actual profession. Like lots of people are paying her to do baked goods. She's caring about the kids more. She's communicating like less yell. Like I'm seeing her become a better person, but I'm also not going to be the one. I was just tired of being the bigger person all the time, and especially to be like a bigger person and then for her to like lose her shit on me again, because then it's like, oh, I will cuss your ass out, because I've never done that. I just let her go wild and then I just back off. So it's like, all right, if you do this, and I told her when we had the conversation, hey yo, I understand that you want to make things good, but we've had this conversation before and you saw how it went. So the second I feel you back on your bullshit, I'm going to let you know. But if I don't sense a change, I'm going back to cutting you off. And it is what it is. I probably won't forgive you next time, because like life is too short to be like
got better things to do.
Take advantage of you. Yeah.
Got better things to do than you fucking absolute bullshit. Yeah. And it's older or younger?
That's what she's older. 2 years younger. I'm the eldest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got a bit of a responsibility there, but is she middle, or they got another one?
No, that's just us two.
Yeah, just you two. Okay, so she's the baby. Yeah, I was the baby. So I benefited from. I was the favorite by default because I hadn't fucked up. You know what I mean, the older ones were all old enough to have transgressed. I got a middle brother, Michael, who works in marketing. Hi, Sam. Marty, don't trust people who work in marketing. Honestly, it says somebody who works in marketing. Honestly, marketing, that's an evil, isn't it?
It can
really is.
Definitely can be.
You can't live with it. You can't live without it. I don't think.
You got to find a way to sell something.
Well, you got to sell everything. It's all about sales. I was chatting to a friend before, and he threw up some island. I can't remember what. This reference is going to fall short, so I'll stop there. But we're talking about different ways of trading and being and stuff like that. And he pulled out a decent reference, which I'll find for next time. Controlled explosion in London the other day. That didn't make the news, did it? No. Yep. Car bomb outside a toy shop in the centre of London in Regent Street. Yeah. Controlled explosion. Controlled explosion in Liverpool Street before Christmas. Don't hear fucking anything about that, do we? So it's all going off, mate.
Man, controlled explosions have such fun ways of phrasing things. Like it, and it's always, and it's just it. I feel like it because that's what it is. It's a controlled explosion.
Where controlled explosion.
We'll just call it like a bomb or a car exploded. Like it's always everything.
Oh no,
dumb. It always sounds so dumb.
A controlled explosion is when you identify something that could potentially be dangerous and you control the explosion. You blow it up yourself.
Oh, you blow it up yourself. Okay. So it was
so you clear the area, and that's what they'll do. A bag at an airport if they're unsure about it, or something like, or in the train station as it was before Christmas. Oh. No, and do you remember what I said about that consultancy though? That management consultancy, yeah, it's a little bit tasty at the moment. It's really interesting. Did you see? I was going all aliens. I was aliens with you offline, wasn't I? We had a fucking really good fucking deep dive bullshit conversation about aliens. Have you seen that video about MH370 disappearing?
No.
Have you not? There's a really it's the most convincing thing I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. I can't quite remember. Just have a Google of it. There's like an hour's podcast.
The Malaysia plane.
Yeah, with the orbs. Have you seen the fucking orbs make it vanish? So see if you can find that. Some crazy shit. Some absolutely crazy shit. So the story breaks down like this. This plane is full of superconductor engineers and their family. And 2 Iranians, big air quotes, in disguise. Right? The theory is this plane is defecting to China with all these superconductor engineers and their families on board. And if you can remember the path of the plane, I can't quite remember where it went, but it takes this massive big bank really weirdly, then it disappears like that. So the satellite images, video satellite images that they got and a confirming different shot from a drone, which they can match all the clouds up and everything, shows 3 orbs track this plane. This plane goes into a terminal fucking dive, comes back on itself. These orbs track it, sort of size it up, converge, and it's gone.
Oh, I see it.
Fucking,
and now
fucking thing vanishes in thin fucking air. Right? They're phoning people for 4 days, and their phones are ringing afterwards. And they reckon it crashes in the Indian Ocean.
How did what is recording this though?
Satellite. Oh. That's an observation satellite, right? And it's from a Citrix server. You can see the mouse moving across it. Somebody recorded that and leaked it, and they know who the person was who leaked it, and he was done for leaking video and jailed. So they know who leaked it. They think it's fucking legit as can be. There's an hour's point. I'll send you the link to it, mate. It is the most convincing fucking thing. This guy who's doing it, he's not a crackpot. It's absolutely convincing as fuck. I think they've literally got some gravitational 0 point fucking God knows what the fuck it is. And the theory is, or the theory always is, if you can, almost like a rubber band, right? If I secure a rubber band, let's say I've got a nail in a piece of wood and I secure it and I stretch this rubber band out and I get the rubber band over another object and I let go of the rubber band, it snaps it back to its original spot. So it like grabs whatever's within it and it drags it through space and time. And they reckon that it was the Americans flexing on the Chinese in open air. Don't fucking think about it. And that's where it's all sort of started. So the Americans had this 0 point gravitational system first. So that's what all these fucking orbs are. That's where all the fucking drones are coming from. It's the same technology. And it's the most fucking convincing mental thing I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. By the way, everybody, I'm going to a Graham Hancock seminar for 2 days in Arizona. That's where we're going. I am a bit crackers. So I try and keep it together, but I do like these things. I loved the X-Files when I was a kid. It's just the best thing of all time. I love spooky shit. And it's the spookiest thing in the entire world. Yeah, I'm sending you that. The entire, you can't take your fucking eyes off this thing. And then you've got the dude blowing up the Tesla. Have you seen his leaked email with the gravitational ship? Fucking hell, it's all a little bit. It's going off, mate. It's going off. You're getting your game in before the world ends.
Hey, I'm happy.
There you go.
I can see the Etihad, I can see the Joy Stadium, and then the world can end. I'm okay with that.
Why is it called the Joy Stadium?
It's their sponsor. Joy is it's a family company. They sell like kids' clothes and diapers and things like that. Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Family FC. I haven't either, honestly. Oh my god. And with that, we can get out of here. Oh my gosh. We will be back next week with so much more fun. Hey, we'll see you soon.
See you later, guys.
A good outro for this pod, but until then, bye.